Hi, hello, how are you? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my TBR for the Magical Readathon 2021 hosted by G from Book Rose. I absolutely love her. This will be my third or fourth year participating in this readathon, but it's a little bit different this year. The last few years it has been HP related, but obviously because the author's a TERF, we are no longer supporting that fandom. It does sadden me a little bit, but it saddens me more and disgusts me more the things that she chose to say about the trans and LGBTQ community. So this year G has created a completely new world, and it is amazing. I highly recommend that you go and check out the video that she did that's on her channel. It is so good, and she put in so much work, so I will have it linked down below. Please go check it out. So I'm gonna be reading some of this off of my phone. I had to like watch her video and make a little paragraph about it. So the world is set on the planet of Eldia, which is shrouded in darkness, but came to life when a meteor struck it. The meteor imbued the planet with magic and also separated the continents from one another, so the impact pushed them out. Also, side note, sorry if you can hear the AC in the background. It's 102 degrees today. I was gonna do this video without it on, but it is just way too hot. So the four continents are Eartheria, Daerun, Dark Meadow, Carador, and Aurelium. So as the people grew and perfected their newfound magic, they began to take on apprentices to pass on what they knew. When one had mastered their magic, they felt a pull to Aurelium, a journey that was not easy and became known as the Novice Path. The first to travel the Novice Path discovered the original meteor site, and above it a floating meteor enriched with ameliorite, which is the source of the magic on this planet. An academy was established on that meteor, the Aurelium Academy. So this portion of the Magical Readathon focuses on our journey through the Novice Path, and then next year in April we will start attending the academy. So for this month we are traveling the Novice Path and also building our characters. There are several different types of I want to say creatures, but some of them are humans, some of them are fae, dwarves, and a couple other ones. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm probably going to be an elf, maybe something else. I have all of the information in my bullet journal, but I kind of want to do a little bit more reading and trying to of like her guide for the world and try to decide what I want to be. But I do know I want to be from Eartheria. It is like a forest planet. I think one of them is more like science forward, so each one is different, and I just feel a little more drawn to Eartheria. So each point on the Novice Path is a prompt, and I will show you the map that I printed. One second. Okay, so G came up with this really amazing map, and it's got all of the different points that you have to pass. Logan, her boyfriend, created this map and all of the characters and drawings for it. They both put so much work into it. But G did say that you only have to pass 2 challenges, which means you only have to read 2 books in order to make it to the academy next April. I did pick books for all 7 prompts. One of them I know I'm probably not going to get to. The most books that I've read in a month is 6. But I do have books for every single prompt. So she has a traveler's key, which I've put in here as well. So these are all the prompts. And then there are more down here that you actually don't have to complete until April that have to do with where you're from, your background, and the type of character that you decide to be. So these challenges you can do throughout the rest of the year. So it says, to prove yourself on the path, you must showcase exceptional skill or wit on at least 2 occasions, meaning that out of the challenges listed, you must complete 2 prompts to successfully reach the Aurelium Academy. Of course, if you have the wish or capacity, you can always aim for more. Each prompt requires a separate book. The Novice Path journey ends at midnight, September 30th. So currently it's August 29th. I'm hoping to edit this video tonight and have it ready to go for September 1st. Tomorrow is a very busy day, so fingers crossed for that. The first stop on the Novice Path is the Novice Path entrance, and the prompt for that is to read a book with a map. This is probably going to be the one prompt I don't reach, because maps that typically have books that typically have maps are high fantasy, and that means that they have a lot of pages. And for that I picked Igniting the Darkness by Robin Lefevre. It's the second book in this series. The first one is Courting Darkness. I absolutely loved it. It is about nun assassins. It's so good. This is the second in the series. I love this cover, but it's 799 pages. I did do the math for all 7 of these books. If I read 104 pages, I should be able to finish them before the end, or like on the very last day. But I'm realistic. I have a full-time job. I also do like part-time job things and have hobbies and a relationship, so it's possible I'm not going to get to all of them. And this behemoth is going to be it's at the bottom of my priority list, but this is for the Novice Path entrance prompt. The second prompt is Ashthorn Tree, a book that keeps tempting you, or top of your TBR. For this, I have Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. This is the sequel to Serpent and Dove, which I absolutely loved, about a witch who gets forcefully married to a chasseur, who is somebody who hunts down witches. I love that sort of storyline. Of course they fall in love. Of course he sees the error of his ways and learns that she is his queen and loves him so much. And it was just so good and sweet and magical. And I have had this since the day it came out and still haven't read it. I don't know why, but hopefully this readathon will help me get through it. Prompt 3 is Ruin of the Sky. Read a book featuring ghosts / haunted houses or other supernatural elements. Now, because I'm a bit of a mood reader and a little bit slow at times, I did add some middle grade into this. This isn't a middle grade, but it is near that sort of like reading level. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have seen this movie so many times and absolutely love it, and have not read this series for some reason. I don't know why, but I really want to get into it, so this is the book that I picked. All of the children have some sort of supernatural ability, and I'm just very excited. It's only like 350-ish pages, so hopefully I will be able to get through this in a couple of days, and because I love the movie so much, I'm hoping that will like just help me speed through this. I just realized I skipped a prompt, which is The Mist of Solitude, read a standalone. That is prompt 3. Prompt 4 is Ruin of the Sky. The standalone I chose is Sisters of Sword and Song. This was a cover buy. I don't know anything about it. So we'll see if I like it at all, but it is a standalone and it fits the prompt. It's also like at the bottom of my TBR, so if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. As long as I finish those first 2 prompts, then I'll get to go to the Aurelium Academy. Prompt 5 is Obsidian Falls, read a thriller or mystery book, and I picked Winter House by Ben Gutterson, which is a middle grade. It's about a girl who moves into a hotel and she discovers that the owners and residents of it have some hidden pasts, and of course she is nosy and wants to unravel all of it and find out what lurks behind the hidden doors. So a mystery and a middle grade, hopefully something I will fly through quickly, which will give me more time for the larger books. Prompt 6, Tower of Rumination, a predicted 5-star book. A Reaper at the Gates. Obviously, A Reaper at the Gates, Sabat Tahir. I absolutely loved A Torch Against the Night, An Ember in the Ashes. Such a beautiful series, and I put off buying this until the paperback came out so it matches with the rest of them, and just, I don't know what it is about not wanting to continue on with series, or I was worried that this was going to be the last in the series and then a 4th book came out. I just really need to read it, and I know it's going to be a 5-star read. It has to be. It has to be. Prompt 5 is our final stop on the Novice Path, Aurelium Academy. To read a book with a school setting, and I picked The Witch Haven. Another cover buy. I was walking through Barnes & Noble, knew that I needed a book for this prompt, saw this cover which was facing out on the shelf, thought it was absolutely gorgeous, picked it up, turned it over, and it says Haxa Haven Academy, Rules for Young Witches. And I swiped it up. I was like, cool, I don't need to know anything else about it. It's about witches, it's got a school setting, it fits the prompt. So that is all of the books that I plan to read in September. Like I said, there are other prompts. The only other one that I am sure of having to do is my province, which would be Eartheria, which is to read a book that features fae or elven creatures. I'm going to read House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas for that. I've had it since it came out and I just haven't read it. I don't know why, I just haven't been ready to commit to an 800, 900 page book, but I think it's time. Other than the Traveler's Key and the map and the guidebook, you are also given a Scholar's Key to help you map out the kind of character that you want to be. You can do your name, your guild, your calling, choose a certification, which would be Novice Apprentice, Adept, Master, so obviously we're novices right now. Background being wildling or urban. Province, mine would be Eartheria. Heritage, dwarf, earthling, elf, human. Elytrian and Skymorn. Lunar phase at birth, unnoted, eclipse, blood moon, alignment, and then there are some things down here, some notes about your character. Right here, when I decide what kind of character to be, I'm going to print out that page and stick it in here, and maybe have my boyfriend draw in this space who my character might be, but I haven't decided just yet. So those are all the books, like I said, that I'm going to be reading for this Magical Readathon. I am so excited, and I have just gushed already that G has put so much time and effort into allowing us to still have a Magical Readathon every year, but in doing so not supporting somebody who doesn't support her readers and so many people in this world. I just think that it was... we won't talk about it, but it's great that G has allowed us to still continue to do a Magical Readathon, but also made it so that it's a safe place for everybody. So that's it for this video. All of my next videos for the month are going to be weekly vlogs for this readathon. I'm so excited. Readathons really helped me with my reading goal, and hopefully this one will too. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know if you are participating in the Magical Readathon at the Aurelium Academy. If you're participating in any other readathons, if there are some that are coming up, maybe in the month of October, that you are interested in, let me know, because I love October readathons. I love doing anything spooky. Honestly, I have a whole shelf right here that is all like paranormal, ghost, related vampire books, and I have all of these like bottles all over them. It is honestly just my favorite time of year. So let me know all of that down below, and let me know how you are doing. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.